Hey, what's going on? This is Muriel from the Sunshine Family. And is Costa Rica dangerous? That is the topic of today. And of course, we're the reason I'm sitting here on this particular spot to illustrate the point that I want to make. But firstly, if you're brand new to this channel and you think, who are you and why are you making videos? My name is Muriel. Welcome. If you haven't subscribed, this is your open invite to do so by hitting that little icon you see on the screen, or go to the description below and tap on one of the links and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I upload new video. It's always Costa Rica related, and I'm so driven to make these videos because since my move to Costa Rica 2018 with my 2 children and my husband, I received a lot of questions and I decided I'm going to share everything I've learned. So, about if Costa Rica is dangerous, that is a question that is asked me so many times. Before I'm gonna dive in, here is a 1 minute detailed little story about me, so you understand a little bit where I'm coming from and why my accent is so weird. Here you go. Okay, now you have to pay attention according to safe or dangerous to the road behind me, okay? This is the road. Look at that car, okay? You see that? See what's happening with that car? It's a pretty big truck, right? These cars are pretty high above the roads. I'm not talking about crime right now, according to if Costa Rica is dangerous, yes or no. I am talking about the roads. I am talking about if you're coming to Costa Rica right now in rainy season, in my area, if you go to the Caribbean side right now, September, October, it's gonna be super dry. But in my area, basically all other parts, it's basically super wet season. So this is the road. I'm standing on my quad in front of my home. And the road is partly fixed. That means it has a lot of holes. Let me show you another hole. And this is quite normal for this area. So look, I'm just walking right here. And this is a pretty deep hole. You see this? This is, if you drive through this, with a random car, literally you can be totally stuck. If you drive to this hole, so there's my quad standing, right? There's my gate. But I've seen so many cars get in trouble here because literally you hear the bottom of their cars just touching the rocks underneath that sand. This is a pretty deep and very curvy hole. with rainwater in it. So you cannot really see how deep it really is. But trust me, it's pretty deep. It's deep enough to just break your car and you're gonna be stuck. Now, just realize if you are driving through Costa Rica because you're traveling to Costa Rica, right? Because you're vacationing in Costa Rica, you have a rental car and you have a normal rental car with or without four-wheel drive, but a rental car that's pretty low below the ground. This is mega dangerous because people don't foresee what can happen. Literally, if you are driving at night and you have no clue how the roads conditions are and you have no clue where the heavy holes are, most locals who live here know where all these holes are. Every year they come back because it's how the rainwater is going alongside of the roads. It's always the same patterns. The infrastructure is terrible in this part of Costa Rica. By the way, I live in the area Santa Teresa, Montezuma. And the thing is, when people are coming here and they think, they're in this rush, and that's a big danger of coming to Costa Rica, of being in Costa Rica, that you're still in this rush mode and you think, you know what? We have this rental car. We just landed. We picked up the rental car. Let's just do it all in one day and let's hit the road. And they are planning on driving in the dark. Well, guess what may happen if you're driving in the dark, and a lot of people will resonate with what I'm saying, that if you cannot see where you're driving, you can get stuck in very deep holes, and even you can land in rivers meters down. The other day I was in town and everyone's talking about it, that two owners of a restaurant, Katana, in Santa Teresa, were crossing a bridge where the water was very high and the roads were very bad, and the road was damaged, so they fell in the river, and the river took them in their car a couple of 100 meters downstream, and the car was totally flushed and they were in it, and they were brought with an ambulance to San Jose. And that is all due to the bad conditions of the road. So even, this is not just for tourists or for visitors. It's also for locals, for people like me. I drive for a reason on this quad. This is not for fashion or for fun, although I have a lot of pleasure driving this vehicle. But this is made for these roads, right? If you see my wheels, then you understand that, I can just drive through these holes. A big danger is not foreseeing how deep holes are, what your car can do. And also, a lot of people think, I have car insurance. When I get stuck in a hole like that, I just call that insurance and they're going to pick me up. But in a country as Costa Rica, depending on the area where you are, depending on the day of the week, it can take a long time before someone is picking you up. So you have to think proactive and stay safe yourself and drive really mindful, really, not just careful but mindful, because anything can happen. And also it can be totally fine if you are aware of how dangerous Costa Rica is according to these roads. I made more videos about this, but I can say it more often because still I see people driving as lunatics, literally, thinking, I have an insurance, I have a rental car, but if you're stuck, you're stuck. And if you're going down the side, of the road and it's going steeply down and you fall down, that happens as well, unfortunately. You can be gone, and you don't want that if you're coming to Costa Rica, right? Costa Rica is a fun country, travel wise, if you ask me, very safe. Expat wise, if you ask me, let me sit like this, very safe as well. I have traveled in many countries, including Central Asia. I've been in Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. I've been standing at the border of Iraq and other countries in that area. I have been in countries where it's quite normal, where very, very corrupt police stop you, put a gun on your head and just say, give me all your stuff or you die. Those stories are totally not Costa Rica. So if you're thinking about coming to Costa Rica, just focus on the dangers of the roads and drive safe through traffic, and also adjust to the Tico driving style. It is different. Every country has their own driving style. Ticos are very non-confrontational, but in traffic they're not really willing to let you through. They don't know zipping. I don't know, zipping is like one and then the other and one and then the other. So everyone will be able to get through, right? But in Costa Rica it's different, and I don't really know why or how it's working, but it's important that you just drop the values that you're used to according to driving. Let me show you how that quad is going through this hole. And just adjust and just drive extra cautious and extra mindful. You see, no problem for a quad. They can just drive around it. But with a car, you have to drive through. Or if you are driving in the dark and you don't know this road, you will drive right through, not even knowing this is coming, and then you get this ga-dunk, or you get like a neck injury, or your stuff go through the car, or something breaks off your car. And what happens if you're standing on this type of road? Oh, there's a car. I'm just gonna keep filming so you can a little bit see. And again, this is just one hole. Around the corner there, let's see what happens with this car. Around the corner it's really, really worse. Let me show you. So, and big trucks are also taking this road. Oh, so this car is also smart. He knows the road. Can you tell? It's all big trucks. They know the road. They don't go through these holes. Only tourists go through these holes because they don't know them and they're not driving mindful and they want to go too fast. So please be aware. I want to give you a happy time in Costa Rica because Costa Rica is awesome. Don't make a crucial mistake to think that Costa Rica may be dangerous according to robberies or corruption or, I don't know, insects and animals. That's overall what the first thing that people think according to how dangerous is Costa Rica. But the dangers is, if you ask me, the traffic, the roads, the bad infrastructure, bridges without, you see the bridge in the distance? It didn't have, how do you say that, the sides so you cannot fall in. This is just fixed a couple of months ago and I live here for several years. So, you know, that's the thing. I want to help you be aware and have a fun time here, to feel safe and secure. I like the Tico mentality. They're very friendly and open and expat friendly people. And it's there's a lot going on here. There's also many travelers and tourists here. So you see, everyone is driving around it all. Don't make a crucial mistake to just to hit. It always makes me smile when people do that. It makes me feel so young. I don't like editing, you know that, right? So anyways, welcome to Costa Rica through my video on my road. Let me know if you have any questions according to how dangerous is Costa Rica. Of course, I will make other videos according to other subjects, according to dangers in Costa Rica, because yeah, let's be reasonable. There are dangers in Costa Rica, and every country has its dangers, not just Costa Rica. So with that being said, I want to give a very realistic view of this country, and to end this video with the final car of today. Let's see what he or she is doing with this hole. I look forward to, who knows, meeting you one day in Costa Rica. I have a rental on my property a couple of months per year. Look at that car. The car knows the road. It's a big truck. You see, this is not a tourist rental car. This is serious stuff, guys. You see it? So, despite it is a big truck, it had trouble getting through. You saw that? to give you a little heads up. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching until the far end. And P.S. if you want to know what it is that I do for a living, hit one of the links below to learn more, be curious, or hit me up on Messenger. There's also a link about that, and also for more information about my rental, also hit me up. It's all coming down to a personal connection with me, and let's see what we can do for each other. Big hugs, bye for now.